Hey, what's up, fam? We're close to finding out what exactly Todoroki's special new technique that he's developed, and what exactly it's gonna, look like, how it's gonna play into his abilities. I still hoping like to do something like I don't know, combine Providence Burn with like a AoE like freeze, so he can just have like some big badass like fiery chest laser, but at the same time ice anyone around him for defense and heat regulation. I think that'd be cool. Or in reverse with like heat around him and then like an ice laser. I think that'd be pretty interesting, pretty badass, really cool. But that's kind of more of the end of the chapter. It kind of starts more of what's this? Tenya, the speed guy. I always forget what the pronunciation of that name is. What Igenium or whatever his superhero name is supposed to be that he took from his brother is him messing with the muffler and like the motor or whatever in his leg and being able to increase his speed and what he's doing after doing so. And one of the things about his character that always kind of annoyed me is that he was supposed to be like a super speed character, but his speed never really seemed that fast. It looked like he was fast, obviously for a human, faster than a normal human could do, but it never really kind of looked kind of what you would expect somebody who has super speed would be. But in this chapter, definitely you could see just like completely just moving around without people really being able to follow like his pace at all, being able to like zip by like big areas within before characters can really like say a couple words and whatnot. Be just like in the middle of a fight, going and grabbing somebody and like, all right, I'm taking him over to take him to the confinement area. So cool for him. That was pretty good for him. I like some of the stuff they did. I like some of the panels where Koshi kind of made him look with, especially that part with Ojiro, the tail dude or whatever his name is, fighting Spiral. Spiral actually, I think is out of the other, out of the what is it, class? Yeah, out of class B. I think this dude is my favorite quirk out of their crew, just because you could do a lot with it. It's a cool, simplistic one, similar to what I talk about with. Well, I think Gentle is the coolest and most entertaining build so far in My Hero Academia, and it will be. I feel like a lot of the very versatile abilities like that are really kind of where they end up having a lot more entertainment value, I'd say, to go with it versus something like, I don't know, Bad Touch. Always my example when it comes to My Hero Academia, because it's just like I think his power's dumb. But anyway, cool stuff from the Spiral dude. I think that was a little interesting. And then the tail dude, Ojiro, talking about like a pain in his chest. I'm wondering if he's talking about like from the attacks that he's taking, or if he's maybe not feeling too well, or it's something they'll do. Maybe it'll be revealed if he's got a boost of his ability somehow, or we have something kind of revealed with him. I don't know. We've already got every character seems to really have some special new thing up their sleeve. And then the chapter kind of works into, I'm guessing what everybody really would talk about after reading this is the stuff with Todoroki and Real Steel, where he's just like he's slowed down from the ice a little bit, but it's not really doing anything. And then Todoroki switches to fire, and Real Steel like he just gets that like cherry hot like red pink glow the way that metal gets when they get to that heated point, and I bet it's gonna look really cool in the anime. It looks good in the manga, but it's obviously the way that it probably would hold the most like intensity is with the color of of what he's gonna be like instead of just trying to picture it as it is. But that kind of is where he reveals his thing is he's been like living in an oven to increase his quirk, and it's the reason why he's going against Todoroki specifically in their fight. Pretty good. It's good that the people realize who on their enemy team they counter, who exactly they do best against, even if they're not as strong. I mean, just even if you're not as powerful as they are, just the way that you get that hard counter, your ability just trumps theirs. In this case, it's going to be different though, and in probably the next chapter when Todoroki busts out his special new technique that he's clearly got from his dad, and I'm hoping it looks really awesome. And Horikoshi, please learn from Tabata in the case of if you run out of time and you're like, man, I'm strapped this week. I don't know if I'm gonna, it's gonna might be a short chapter or there might be like an unfinished page and it's like still in that sketch level. do the good spreads first, and then that way you can at least, even if you have some rushed areas, just that panel that everyone's gonna want to see, something like Todoroki's if he does this big super attack, and then the whole next chapter. I think that's the thing that people would want to see most, like drawn out in detail and looking awesome. Like if every single page else was uh not even close to that, as long as that page I think is well done, the fans will be happy. Anyway, yeah, all right, chapter. Nothing too exciting. It was obviously kind of a setup chapter for something that Horikoshi has been working towards for a little bit with Todoroki's new ability, like Idea Quirk power up mode attack thingy. That he's gonna drop will be this week, or I guess what day's today? Yeah, this week. Today's Sunday. Anyway, so tell me what you think about this chapter. If you liked it, or which of these fights are you enjoying the most? Actually, who in Class Speed is so far your favorite? I just really like the Spiral guy. I think he looks cool. I think his power's cool. But otherwise, yeah, thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, thank you. Appreciate you. I do mostly manga and anime stuff, but otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.